Hi, sweetheart, and welcome back to the daily practice with me, Benita. Today's practice is a short hip mobility and hip flexor strengthening workout or practice. I have with me a yoga block, but if you don't have a yoga block, that's perfectly fine. You can use something else that kind of stands upright and that you can use as a little obstacle or just as something to indicate height. Okay, so it could be a book, could be a cuddly toy, could be a cushion, whatever it is. Let's just begin in butterfly pose. So I'm placing the soles of my feet together and allowing my knees to flutter like a butterfly. So I'm opening my heart, opening my chest, opening my feet, pressing the outside edges of my feet together. Making sure I'm broadening my collarbone, grounding down with my sits bones. Good. And then feel free to pause for a moment. I'll just turn around so you'll see better. So I'm gonna open up my heart, inhale, and then as I exhale, I'm gonna bring my elbows into my inner thighs and fold, hinge forward as far as I can with a straight back. So as soon as you start rounding the back, try to maybe come back higher, but ultimately maybe you're gonna find yourself all the way to the floor or close to the floor. Keep opening your inner thighs by pressing with your elbows. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, extend the legs forward. I'm gonna keep pushing forward with my heels. Find my sit bones firmly on the floor. I'm gonna try to pull my toes in towards my knees and really find an active shape here. Pressing down with my hands down onto the floor. If you have longer arms, you can place your hands slightly backwards. Keep tucking the chin in, lifting from the crown of the head, and finding really active front thighs here. Good. And I'm gonna bring in my left foot into my right groin, and inhale, bring the left knee up, and exhale, push it down. Notice my right foot stays really active. Inhale up, exhale down. A couple more times. Inhaling up. If you can't reach the groin with your foot, feel free to keep that foot on the thigh. So using your breath, inhale up, exhale down. Just feeling the mobility, movement in that hip. Extending the left leg, and let's do the right one. And maybe notice if there's a difference between the two sides. I'm gonna inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. A couple more times. So really keeping that left foot flexed. Keep pushing forward with that left heel as you pull your left big toes towards your knee. Good. And then extending both legs. And now I'm grabbing a hold of my yoga block. I'm gonna place it in the middle of my legs, and I'm gonna open my legs a little bit wider, pointing my toes. You can support with your hands if you need to, or if you don't need to, you can also try that, maybe keeping your hands at the waist or the hips. So I'm gonna inhale, lift my right leg over, and then back to the right. So inhale, left leg over, like a rainbow shape, and back over. Let's do a few more times on each side. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. See if you can keep your sit bones grounded as you do this movement. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's do a couple more times. Inhale and exhale. And now try to maybe do it without the hands. So this is a really good exercise for your hip flexors. Good. Good. And then placing the block over to one side. Bring both your feet to the middle. We're going to do another exercise to strengthen the hip flexors before stretching them a little bit. So again, placing your hands next to your hips, and you're going to use your inhalation to lift up the right foot off the floor. So we're just going to keep the right foot lifted about 15 centimeters. What is that? 10 inches? No, 7 inches? 6 inches? I don't know. I'm not so good with inches. But just keep it lifted, just slightly off the floor, and try to keep your upper body straight. Keep breathing and keep pointing your toes up and pushing your heels forward and lower. Good. If you get a little bit of a cramp or if it feels like you need to release it, just give yourself a little massage, shake the thigh. Now let's try the other foot. So we're gonna try to lift the left heel off the floor and keep it lifted. Keep your hands on the floor and keep breathing. So you're activating the front thigh, lifting up the foot, lifting up the heel. Good, breathing. Noticing if this side is easier or harder. Good, and then placing it down, relaxing. And now let's try if we can lift up the entire physical body with the use of our hands. So we're gonna really activate those hip flexors, keeping our legs lifted and pushing our palms down onto the floor, lifting our whole body, including the feet up off the floor. So I'm gonna inhale and lift up and hold. Good, and exhale, release. If you couldn't do that quite, that's fine. You can try another time. Or alternatively, maybe you're just lifting your hips off the floor and maybe doing one leg at a time. So let's try that again, a couple more times. So this time I'm leaving my left foot on the floor and pressing my hands down onto the floor and try to keep the right foot lifted. Good. And let's try the other side. Or feel free to do both all at once if that feels appropriate for you today. So lifting up the hips off the floor and the left foot off the floor. Good, and lowering back down. Good, feel free to shake your thighs, shake your legs, release any tension. And this time, let's find our little mermaid stretch in between. So now I'm leaving my right foot in front, left foot next to the left hip. And I'm just gonna stretch over, look up to the sky. Open the whole right side of the body, sitting firmly, rooted in with both sit bones. Good, inhaling back up and switching sides. Good. And now from here, let's do another little stretch. So I'm gonna keep my feet in a cross-leg position. So my heels are both aligned with my groin, and I'm gonna use my hands, press them down, and push my hips forward. Feel free to allow the head to hang back if you have no problems with the neck. Opening the whole front side of the body, stretching the hips and the thighs. Coming back down, switching the legs over. And stretching one more time. Coming back down. And let's do another little mobility routine here. So I'm gonna keep my feet flat on the floor, knees bent, and I'm gonna come over, allow the knees to fall to the left, and then lifting my hips up, squeezing my glutes, coming back down, and then pivoting over to the other side. So my feet are down on the floor, shins down on the floor, and lifting up. And let's repeat a couple of times on both sides. So this is really good for strengthening and for stretching. So really squeezing your glutes, keeping also your abdomen activated. As you come up, keep bringing your ribs down to your hips, squeeze your glutes, push the hips forward, and come back down and switching sides. Good. And then coming down, and let's lie down on our backs for a moment. Allowing your knees to rest against each other towards the middle and just relaxing for a moment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Notice how your body feels right now. Notice the sensation in the hip flexor, the groin. Relaxing the jaw, the face. Remembering that our pelvis and our hips and our jaw are intimately connected. So feel free to actively Relax your jaw, maybe giving yourself a little massage, the side of the face. And let's just do one last stretch for the glutes. So I'm going to bring my left foot onto the right upper thigh or front thigh, and then threading my left arm between or under the left calf, and just pulling my right knee towards me. Here it's good to keep that left foot slightly flexed, so you're protecting that left knee joint. And sometimes I like to also use my right hand to pull the right knee towards me while I'm pushing my left knee away with the left hand, and try to keep the whole back touching the floor, the lower back touching the floor, keeping both sides long. Good. If this is easy for you, you can see how it feels to extend that right foot. So now you're just holding on to the left foot and left knee with your hands. And you can see if you can even cradle that leg like a baby and allow your body to a little bit swing from side to side, rocking the baby. That's your leg. And if this is still easy, you can see if you can kind of even push yourself to the next, but don't push too hard, but you can experiment with the next variation. So I'm gonna grab hold of my left foot with my right hand, extending my left arm behind the head and reaching for my left big toe behind my head with my left hand. Good. And then releasing, maybe shaking a little bit the legs. And let's try the other side. So I'm gonna bring my right foot onto the left front thigh. I'm pulling my left knee towards my body. So ideally here, I would have my right shin parallel to my chest. And remember the whole variations. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. And even if this is too much, you can also see if you want to just rest here with your left foot on the floor and allowing the hips to open naturally like this. But if you want a little bit more of an active stretch, remember this variation where your right hand goes under the right calf, grasping the left knee from the front. Or, like I said, you can even use the left hand, keeping the left knee pulling in towards the chest, using the right hand to push the right knee away. So you're getting that chin closer to the chest. Or even extending that left leg, bringing the right shin towards the chest, even grasping around the shin and interlacing the fingers or holding onto the hands in whatever way you can, and maybe rocking from side to side. Here it's also useful to keep that left foot slightly active, either pointed or flexed, just so that you're keeping that nice active stretch on that left leg too. Or if this was easy, remember the ultimate variation is where I bring my right hand behind the back, grabbing a hold of my right big toe. And here I can even bring my left hand to the left thigh and try to bring the head down back to the floor. Good. And then just releasing. Just shaking the whole body one more time. Hugging the knees in, and then rocking yourself back up to a seat. So that was today's hip flexor and hip mobility little workout or practice. I hope you found this to be of benefit. So please do subscribe, share, and also comment below any other practices you would like to see on this channel. And as always, a good practice is the one you actually do. Bye for now.